Hey guys, we're live. No, I have no food, but we're live. Okay, so my computer is inside, and I'm running the wires out here, and I've got a microphone up here, and a camera, and lighting. So I want to get better video quality, but I was playing around with some different ideas. This camera has night vision, which is why I like that, but it only has 480 lines of resolution. So I think what I'm going to do is in the spring, or over the winter for the spring, I'm going to get a conference wide angle, one of those conference Skype camera systems. And then we'll be able to get a nice wide angle and a really clear high definition picture. So I haven't, I've just got to log on here to the to my stream because I noticed some of you said hi and I had to come out. It's raining outside off and on. Everywhere around us has snow. So it's I figured to do it inside. It's not snowing here, it's rain. But you know, with fall upon us now this past weekend, I guess it's decided to start to get cold. So it was almost to the freezing point last night. And okay, I'm just going to go to a different area here. I haven't done this on my phone because I want to see what you guys are saying. So give me a second. My channel. So yeah, everybody's pretty much in here now. Oh, here we go. The pigs, you can probably, Petey is, I don't know where Petey is, but Piper is probably just down in the corner here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Stream. Actually, it doesn't look so bad on here. It's a little bit. Okay, so yes, here we go. Hello, hello. Oh, okay, so we're going to start with the questions. Yeah, and I figured you guys would want to, I figured I'd do some questions and answers. How much does it take to start a hobby farm at the FSL Logic says? Well, depending on your area, we started out slowly. We bought this property in 1997. We worked on it, cleared, just Tara and I, with baby Braxton in his playpen, and we come out on weekends. Then we bought a mobile home for about $5,000, paid cash in the city in a trailer park, and then we moved it out here in 2001. So slowly over the time, so you can't really put a price on it. It cost us I think $23,000 to buy the property, and then $5,000 for the trailer, which we later sold for $20,000. So we did all right on that when we built the house in 2008. So do it slowly is what hi Hannibal is what I would say. Do it slowly. Don't be in debt. Debt's a killer, and take one day at a time. Oh hey Rick. Yes, you are back. North Georgia Sanctuary. Hello. I know you were wanting to see I was doing some testing. And you were like, oh, well, when are you doing the testing? And I actually did it on my other channel. I did put in the comments. I have one called Photomax, which I just do kind of some random stuff. It's not very active. It was probably the first channel that I had. Hello from Belgium. I've got people from all over the world here. Where's Fernando? Fernando's probably up front, so I will. I'll go get everybody. I'll bring Fernando in. And Sheldon, of course, we're laughing about Sheldon. Hi, what you can't see, can you? Marlene's here feeding the animals. Piper had had hay on her face. So yeah, we'll get Fernando in here. Do I have a favorite animal, Mel? Well, they're all pretty favorite. You know, we have the particular ones like Sheldon and Fernando, of course. Hannibal is, and Lucy. They all have their stories. I can't really say, at least not here where they're listening, a favorite animal. And really I don't. I love them all just as much. And they all have their own special quirks. How many animals have you? Well, hi Hannibal. It's a hard question to ask. We've got, I don't know, probably 30 chickens, and we've got 40 pigeons, and we had a whole bunch of rabbits. Rabbits was a big rescue this year. So probably, I think we've had well over 100 rabbit rescues this year. We just got some more in last week. We're expecting some roosters in today. I think about 8 roosters, so they're going to be coming in today. Prince the peacock, and then I don't know what's going on. I think they want Marley to feed them. So I don't know. We've got a few hundred animals here, but what we do is we find them homes. So we find good homes, other animal rescues, and places that we always check to see where they're going. We want to make sure that they have a good life. Hello from South England. Well, hello. How's Hannibal doing? You saw Hannibal here. He's actually doing great. His feeds are almost completely gone, and he's got lots of energy. He's not sleeping all the time. He was sad where he was. His Hannibal Lecter, and Clarice was his buddy. But she passed away, and he just kind of went down into depression. So the people who had Hannibal were concerned for him, and he's turned right around, and he loves people. You guys doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you, Nicole. Thumbs up, people. Thank you, Francine. Sound is low. Okay, well, I did boost it up. I know it has a little bit of a tinniness to it. I bought this microphone. Maybe I'll stand here. This is actually the microphone right here. I bought this Rode microphone, high quality, but it's being plugged into my laptop, and the laptop might not have the best audio. Hi, Hannibal. So I'll save here, and hopefully that's better. Thick sheep, yeah. Well, they were sheared. Actually, Hannibal, I'm not sure when he was sheared, but ours are. They're coming back quite well in for the cold climate, and then all of the wool we take into the house. And during during the summer, during the winter we do classes. Muckluck. We do. Hi, Lambert. We do. The wool, we process the wool, we card it, we spin it, so we do different classes, and it's all learning. So we have people that come in that know more than we do, and we teach back and forth. So it's a great way to learn. My phone here is turning. Okay, here we go. Where's Sheldon? I'll get to Sheldon. He's inside. Are we guys vegetarians? No, we are not vegetarians. And this was something, we just had some visitors from the Siva Life that came in, and they're doing a cross-Canada trek to visit farm sanctuaries and animal rescues. They left this morning. They're wonderful people. They are vegan. They choose to be vegan. Now, we still do eat meat, although we don't raise any of these animals for meat, not for our own and not for anyone else. They are animal rescues. And the big thing is, if they have a name, you don't eat them, is the big thing. But respect on animals and animal farms is huge. You want to make sure that, where you're buying your product from, the animals are raised in a good environment, healthy environment. So we do have friends of ours that raise cows and pigs. We know where the food comes from, and we try to go that route instead of supporting large plants that just produce. All they're worried about is producing. Much better. Okay, thank you. Sitting here, I left they call it what is it? It's a windsock, but it's a dead furry cat, I think they call it. It's the muff that's on there. I probably don't need it because there's no wind in here. Okay, I jumped down a little bit. Hannibal, yeah. Do you think Hannibal will find another mate? Well, he didn't really. I think he's actually fixed, so not really a mate. But he's fitting in wonderfully with all these animals. And by having them all together, we want to kind of support the community of the animals. Nicole and Chris from the Siva Life, they came in and they were like, wow, it's wonderful. They can't believe that all the animals are together. There's not a sheep pen and a pig pen and a goat pen and an alpaca pen. They're all together, and we monitor them when we put new ones in. There's a video I did a couple weeks ago when Bronwyn came in, and it was funny because she came in and all of these other guys ran to the fence to see who the new kid was. Now we watch them to make sure that, everything's going to be fine, maybe a little bit of headbutting, but that's how they get to know each other. Yes, we have dogs, Lander. We have a Bernese Mountain Dog. We have 2 West Highland White Terriers. And currently we have a foster daughter who is moving out. And she has a dog. She's got a 1-year-old husky something cross, a cute puppy. So her name's Lucy, which is same as Lucy's not in here. Everybody went out. I think Marlene went out to give them food, and they took everybody out. She took everybody out with them. Okay, so dogs. Hi, Gaming Meowth. I love Sheldon. Give him some love for me. Yes, I'll give him a big hug. I'll bring him out shortly. Hi there from France. Très bien. Je parle un petit peu français. I took French immersion for 4 years when I was my father was in the military, so we lived in Larwest, Germany for 4 years. Now I've lost a lot of it. I do have some of the good accent, but I don't know I've lost a bunch of it. Francine, I can feel the love and the compassion you and your family. Here's Tara. Have for the animals and your mission, your family. Yeah, we want to make sure these guys have the best life they can. Some of them come from bad situations, like some of the alpacas that we got in. And we just want to make sure that they're well taken care of. These roosters that are coming in, I'm not sure the exact story of them, but we'll find out when they come in. Will you have Will you have a live barn cam? Well, this is in the outside shelter. If you're talking about inside the barn, we'll do the one in the spring with the goats, the pregnant goats. We'll have them up there like we did this last spring. And then we're thinking the alpacas, the 2 may be pregnant, so they're expecting baby alpacas, which are called cria. And we're thinking about probably in this area here, a little bit larger, and that should be around June if that's going to happen. Pennsylvania, Nicole. Hello, Nicole. How did you get your fence built? So the fence, we built everything here. So this is FSL Logic. Tara and I are very handy. We built the fence. We built this barn. We built that barn. We built everything, essentially. What we did is we took posts, put posts in. I think they're 8 feet apart. And then we used stucco wire to run across. And then for strength, structural integrity, we ran 2x4s across. You want to make sure you put 1 2x4 about where the animals would rub up against the fence, because you don't want it to bow out. And then Tara's going to be painting. She's on this painting kick right now. Everything brown and green, so everything matches. Lander, are you in Canada? Yes. And when we visit in Canada, the first thing I am going to do is come to your farm. Yes, you are welcome, Lander. We are in Canada, basically the center of Canada. Down on number 1 highway, the Trans-Canada Highway, there's a sign pretty much directly south of us. It says, "Welcome to the center of Canada." So we're 20 minutes east of Winnipeg, Manitoba. Winnipeg has a population of 650 to 700,000 people. So it's a fairly large center. And I'm sorry I can't read that comment because it's not in English. And it's not translating. French Fry, hi, hello. Love the animals of your farm. From Savannah, Georgia. Thank you, Linda. At Teenager Woods. Are you doing a live cam in the horse barn? No. But I can do something on the phone. The Wi-Fi and the live streaming on the Wi-Fi isn't as good. I've wired up this one directly, so there's a line directly to the house. But what we're thinking about doing is trying out the ponies into this area and working out. We're going to get Marley fixed on Friday, is it, Tara?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Marley's going to be fixed on Friday. And then hopefully that'll settle him down and him and Barry will get along a little better. So maybe I will do another one in the winter time, see what it looks like in the winter and with everybody in here cozying. Meowth is a Pokemon name. Meowth? Is that it? Meowth. Okay, good. Hey, Tara from North Georgia Sanctuary.
Hey!
Please have some horses as well. Yeah, no, we'll try to get them in. I will do, I think next weekend I'm going to do a farm tour. I was going to do it this weekend, but with the live stream and with the rain, and it just didn't work out. So next week's farm tour will have all of the animals, and I'll try to get through all of them and a little bit of their history for everybody that's new subscribing. And welcome to all your new subscribers, and thank you everybody for our support, for your support. Favorite animal is Sheldon. He's so cute. Yeah, no, they all have their own.
Not yet, we didn't.
I know where I'm going to be in June. Oh, Rick. Gonna come out and see the Krias, Rick. Sheldon is great, North Georgia. How long have you guys been married? Well, Tara and I met. We met on the school bus back in. We were going to the same technical vocationary school. She was actually taking auto diesel. I was taking electronics. That would have been in '89. So we hooked up then, and we got married in '97 and had our son Braxton the first year, and we've been married ever since, happily. Mohammed, Sheldon, yeah, I'll get Sheldon. Oh, you got Sheldon. Here's Sheldon here. Go over towards the camera a little bit. And make sure they get a good shot of Sheldon. Are we a Trump supporter? Well, we live in Canada.
No!
So we don't.
No!
We just watch you guys in the South from a distance, and sometimes laugh. Okay, I can't see the world famous Fernando. We will get the world famous Fernando. Where is? Have you seen Fernando?
Yeah, he's out here.
Oh, he's out there. Yeah, call Fernando in. We'll get him in there. Will you have a live cam for the mini horses? Yeah, well, I'll see about how we're going to do that. As I mentioned, maybe we'll work something in getting them into here. Did it snow there yesterday? No, it didn't. It snowed everywhere around us. It was, that's Rick that's asking. We've been watching, and to the east, west, yeah, Rick.
Rick. Hope you're doing well, Rick. We don't walk too fast, but I hope you're doing good.
Yeah, it snowed everywhere around us, but I'm sure it's going to be nice before it gets cold again. I told Tara she was concerned about finishing off the painting and the hinges around the outside of this building. We have to build the door coming into here as well. Chicken Viola. I really like the way you and Tara, breed animals and manage the farm. Thank you. We try to do everything as humanely as possible, give them a good home. And yeah, there was a comment back, and I knew this was going to happen when the alpacas got sheared. and we did Shanzi's teeth. I didn't show a whole lot of it. Somebody commented, I watched you guys, I loved you guys, but after I saw that, I can't take it anymore. We try to show everything. It's part of life. It's the way it works. Alpacas don't have enamel in their teeth, and the core doesn't extend all the way up. So their teeth do grow regularly, just like rabbits, and they do have to be trimmed. And, we're going to show all of that because we don't want to put a filter on things. We want to show you what goes on, because a lot of you out there, are starting your own sanctuaries or a hobby farm. And you need to know, what we want to pass along that information. So we don't want to sugarcoat anything for you. So Lander, where do you live in Canada? So just outside of Winnipeg in Enola, Manitoba. Can you please keep this cam on for 2/7? I think you mean 24/7. But not today. But that might be something I do. If you guys want to see that, maybe I'll set up the camera more permanently and have it in here in the barn. Once snow comes and everybody's kind of in here, maybe I'll set something up like that. Where are we at here? How's Sheldon doing lately? So Sheldon's doing excellent. He's still we put him back on the bottle to fatten him up a little bit. Want to make sure that he's got as much of the nutrients as he has. So he's got a good little belly on him, and he is doing fantastic.
Shannon said we should do a story time in the winter with the animals.
Yeah, and I thought about doing something like New Year's Eve or
actually, Tiana we've been talking about
Christmas
creating a story book for children.
Oh,
on
yes.
Each animal.
Yeah, and there is a lady that contacted. She does write storybooks, so there might be some storybooks coming out about the different animals. So that's something that this lady is planning on doing.
Personal book. Well, no, we're going to do it now because they want to charge way too much.
Oh, so you're going to write? Who's going to write the stories?
I'm going to write the stories. We're going to do it.
Okay.
We're going to get these little books together.
Tara's going to write the stories. Well, I'll probably help out then. Okay, so coming soon. When will you get a few cows? So cows, we do get cows in from time to time. If you go back in the videos, you'll see when we had cows, and they went off to 4-H clubs, and we want to make sure they're going to good homes. The 4-H, if you're not familiar with, is a kids group that learns about animals and then shows animals at county fairs, and they do all the awards. They usually get a small calf in the spring and then train them and then go to the county fair. So we may get a cow in. We can't say, when. It's kind of all open. When there's an animal in need, then that's, when we step up and bring them in. How do you know when a chicken egg is fertile? Well, I guess you incubate it, and if it hatches, well, of course, there's some videos that we've done on incubation. You want to make sure you have, of course, a rooster in there to fertilize it. And then when incubating, after the first few days, you'll start to see some activity in there, some veins growing out. And after a week, you want to pull the ones that aren't fertile and keep the other ones. Nicole, you guys did a nice job on the pond. Yes, that was very good. So a lot of that was donated by Titan Environmental, which is a huge company that does irrigation ponds and even ponds for fisheries and things of that nature. And then, of course, we jumped in to help out, and it's looking great. So Tara did seed last week. So hopefully in the spring we'll see some grass coming up.
Yeah, there's this batch. I just think
hi Sheldon from North Georgia. I don't know how far I am behind on these comments. Sheldon does love kisses. We're doing very well, or you're doing very well, Rick. I think that's what you meant. Get some boots.
I'll open another one for the other side.
Okay. Some inappropriate stuff. I'll just saying, Anthony. Do you think you'll have any baby sheep? Probably not. These guys are they're fixed.
Bronwyn May.
So, Bronwyn May. Yeah, so Bronwyn here is a sheep, and she was in with a ram when we got her, so she may be pregnant. So we have to keep an eye on her.
That'll be January.
And then sheep. So we were going to get some sheep this year, but there was no sheep that were in need. We were going to pair up some sheep with Sheldon, and just so we had a little buddy. So did Fernando ever come in?
You know, he's standing out there and he's very fixated on something.
Yes, you're right, North Georgia. You're amazing. 10-acre woods. Love it. We love to hear that, Lander. I do these videos and do this, and it's nice to get all that feedback. Just knowing that we're supported by you, the viewer. I would watch the cam, make it 24/7. Well, Daniel's Fresh Farm. Well, we'll see what we can do. And I know when we shut down the live stream. Hi guys, Barry and Shanzi. So they're coming in because they're looking for some food. When we did the live stream in the spring, there was a lot of you that said, once I shut it down, it was, well, I get up in the morning, I have my coffee, and I watch the live stream. That's what I do. So then I shut it down. But there was nobody in the barn left. But now maybe, from time to time, I'll do a little bit more live streaming. So that we can, so that you can have something to tune in and have a look. Yeah, now that there's a bigger barn. Okay, I think that's it for the comments. I'm gonna go get Fernando. So, Bronwyn is cute. Yeah,
he's straight out front
Bronwyn
there.
is a nice. Hi, Shanti. Look, go on in.
Making it nice for
There's too many people in here, isn't there? Yes. Okay, let's go. I'll go get Fernando. Fernando.
See, he's happy.
Oh, they love this.
Fernando.
I threw some behind you. It's so, I love it when it's like deep.
They love it.
I know. The only thing I like about winter is how cozy my barn gets.
Oh, Fernando.
And this is going to be so nice.
They're going to just love
I
it.
know.
Right there. Right there. Right there. There you go. There you go. Oh, you don't want to roost. Okay. He's not going to roost. Usually he sleeps right here for roosting, and I think it was last video is when I came out and I kind of poked him a little bit, and he doesn't like that when he's
Fernando!
when he's sitting. Fernando! Fernando!
What happened, babe? What happened?
Oh, there we go.
Prince.
We got Prince and everybody.
Everybody's singing. Hey, honey.
Okay.
Woohoo! Look at this. It's nice, honey.
Okay, so
Hey, Fernando.
I'm going to put him on a timeout. Putting Anthony on a timeout.
Oh, why?
Nicole, you need to be more. You need to be on more because every time I come on, I was hoping to see more videos of you guys, and I love you guys. Watch your videos and animals because I'm a huge animal lover. Well, Nicole, I've been asked. We need to put up more videos. So I do currently work like 50 hours a week or even more. But as things move forward, maybe I'll go into retirement from that because I have a bunch of different avenues that I do work with, and maybe I'll put out a few more videos a week.
As soon as I can get him home, he's home.
Yeah. To Fernando Rocks from the Crazy Bird Lady. Peaceful, welcome Peaceful. We're waiting for another farm tour this season. Don't forget. Yeah, I'm going to do probably next weekend. I'll do a farm tour. Hannibal snuck inside. Fernando needs his own Facebook page. Well, Rick, I had some Facebook pages for Tom the turkey. If you remember Tom, which was a wild turkey that we went and picked up from a country daycare because the kids loved him, but the parents picking up the kids felt threatened by him. So we went and picked him up and brought him out here, and he was pretty much like Fernando, very friendly. But then he took off, I guess when the girls came around in the spring, and but he was very similar, and it basically you spend time with them, and they do have personalities, and that's the difference between animals raised in a livestock processing area and ones that commingle with humans. And it takes a lot of time. It's monitoring all these different channels. Crazy Bird later, we do great. Thank you, much appreciated. Lander, I'm going to leave the life video. It's amazing to see. See you soon. Yeah, you take care, Lander. Hello from Vancouver. And you can rewind this live stream, I think 30 minutes. So if you just signed in and you wanted to kind of go back, or you can go back later. And it will likely be up. Once I'm done, I'll put this up as a regular video. So anybody who's missed it will be able to come back. And if you have to leave, you can come back and kind of watch the rest of it. Hello, Miles from Vancouver. Hopefully it's not snowing out there. Hello, Fernando. Is he still?
No, Fernando went out.
No, he went out. Sorry, but Fernando has, I guess, better things to do. He can't see you, so he's got no one to impress. Whoa, what was that?
That was a blackie coming up on his TV.
Yeah, scared Petey. Yeah.
Poor Petey.
Yeah.
Come here.
I must go to Belgium. Yes, I would like to travel. Tara's not the big traveling kind. But with my father, when he was in the military, we did travel around quite a bit. So again, living in West Germany, in Lahr, I had school trips to Montchevin and La Plagne, going on a ski trip. We went to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Paris, Rome. These were school trips, which was really something that we had that opportunity then, which a lot of people don't. And being over there, going, you can travel from country to country in such a small region. Whereas when you come to Canada, you drive 24 hours that way or 24 hours that way, you're still in Canada. We can go south. We're probably about an hour and a half from the U.S. border. Where are we at here? Belgium, no snow, lots of rain. Yeah, it's just kind of rainy and cold and kind of depressing out. So then we come in with the animals and cheer ourselves up, a little bit of animal therapy. You had snow yesterday for too soon for harvest. Yeah, no, it's this time of year. We're going to get some warmer weather. I'm sure of it. Usually snow stays. Any snow that's on the ground October 31st for Halloween is pretty much it's here to stay. Now we've also had some Halloween evenings where it's been 21 degrees Celsius, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's you don't have to bundle up you don't have to put an outfit over top of your Halloween or underneath your outfit for Halloween when you take the kids out to do their trick-or-treating. Okay. Love your farm. Thank you, Crazy Bird Lady. This is I guess you're not the crazy cat ladies, but you're the their license plate, Marlene. It's Marlene. It's your says Cat Mom. It's a
Crazy cat lady, Ganty.
yeah. I'm sure there's a crazy cat lady out there somewhere. Maybe you guys are crazy cat ladies.
Well, we're definitely crazy.
Crazy's good.
Yeah. So go to Brussels, Belgium. Yeah. No, definitely. I'm just gonna have to take somebody else other than Tara. She'll stay and manage the farm. Maybe I'll
go traveling.
Maybe I'll do some travel vlogs in farms in other countries. That would be interesting.
I could do that, maybe.
Yeah.
I could travel to other farms.
And then we'll get these two. We call them Ganties because they're goat aunties.
Yes, we are.
So maybe we'll get them to move in here and take over looking after the farm.
Yeah.
We're just not
We're waiting for that to happen.
So they come out every week and get a little bit of the animal love and go shopping and pick up some veggies for these guys. Still in the 80s here.
Yeah.
You're still in the 80s here. Sorry, North Georgia. I might be a little slow. 80 degrees. Got it. I'm like, you guys are back in time. I'm thinking of the 80s. Okay, gotcha.
That's nice.
Whoops. Hi, Blackie.
What
am I doing here? My phone keeps on flipping on me. Here we go. Okay. Picked tomatoes this morning. Yeah, we actually have a tomato plant just out here that some of them we picked, and there's still some there. Hasn't gone freezing yet. We should probably pick the rest of those ones. Nicole, can you guys... Yeah. Censor. Do you guys... whoops, jumped here. You guys want some homegrown popcorn? Let me know. Some homegrown popcorn.
What the heck's homegrown popcorn?
I guess corn that's grown at home. We do have a popcorn machine inside. I don't know how homegrown works to just the regular popcorn, but it'd be always something to try out. Yeah, some fresh butter. Yes, snowsuit under costume usually. Yeah, you bundle the kids up for Halloween. That would be cool. Live in Brussels, west of Brussels. Okay. I don't know how's the weather out in the Brussels lander. Hi, Bouncer. Well, Bouncer's not here anymore. So Bouncer did go to. What are you guys doing, Paula? Okay. Okay.
Good morning.
Like she doesn't spit at humans, but I guess she's having an argument with Shanzi.
No, Barry.
Oh, is it? Well, Barry's over.
Barry's
Barry's right there. Again, I mixed them up. Shanzi's over there. Barry's here. Okay.
Shanzi's minding her own.
You can tell when they're gonna spit because she puts her head up in the air, and I knew something was
Barry's
going
on her side of it.
Barry's going on her side. Okay, so Bouncer did go to a new home. Bouncer and Wiggles. So they went to the same home that Levi went to in the spring, as well as 3 of the kid goats. So they're starting a farm out in this area, hobby farm, and they're going to that area there. There was a picture that I posted, I think a couple weekends on the video. It was either a video or a picture on the video. And it shows where they are, and they've got some other pig buddies to kind of hang out with. So they have a nice big area. So we have PD and Piper here. You can probably kind of just see Piper maybe at the bottom of your screen there. And PD's over here. They usually sleep over in this area. PD is a little grumpy. I was in here hooking up the wiring, and he was trying to sleep, and he was snorting at me. So he's still a little grumpy. Okay. You're a crazy cat lady, Nicole. Popcorn seeds. Yeah, so popcorn seeds would be the grow your own. You should do more live streams like that. I like it. Well, I will do. And I'm going to, I was in a mad rush this past week trying to figure out the camera situation. So I did buy USB active extension cables, so I could go like 32 feet. And I did, oh, and here's the roosters coming in. So we are on YouTube live stream right now. If you want to say hi. Yeah, so maybe I'll try to do some more live streams. I did pick up a webcam, but it didn't have a wide field of view, so I'm going to get a better webcam.
You have name? Oh, yes, let me guess. You're a cuddly one.
Oh my god, yeah, that's the
Yeah? He's cute.
Okay, well, I'm just going to put it down here.
Okay.
You have names for them?
Some of them.
Randy. Is that Randy? Okay.
Okay, Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Hannibal.
This guy's very calm.
Having a
I like this
cough.
one right off the bat.
That
No?
was famous little Andrew.
Ah.
I'm not at that
Oh.
stage yet. I got the chicken over. Oh, look at him go.
So warm. Look at the beak.
Yeah.
Did you see the beak?
Yeah.
It's like curled.
Oh, no. This one
That's
is
not normal, I guess.
Curled
No.
beak, and we
That's
called
fine,
him
as long as they can
Gonzo.
eat.
Yeah. Yeah, they eat some
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. Okay, there's a couple more. Yeah, we just have
A couple more?
Yeah, in the car.
Okay, Tiana will go with you. Do you have a couple more? Two more. What, boxes? You're just standing in the room what you doing.
Okay. Right. Hello. See, the beak here is curled over on
We're
the
going to get a
top.
lesson right away. There we go.
I don't know if you can see this.
Okay, Petey.
Mark,
So the top is
it's from high protein when they're young.
yeah. The top is really long, but he's got just a little short mouth. He looks like a cartoon character. So I guess yeah. So there's a little bit of activity out in the yard, so which is normal. You just want to keep an eye on that because there's new roosters in town. And you just want to make sure that they're rallying for alpha. So we have an alpha on the yard here. These guys come in, and of course the alpha wants to make sure that he's still going to be alpha, and maybe he won't be. Maybe there'll be another rooster that'll take that position. Here, let's put you down here, bud. You can just kind of get acquainted with everybody and go from there. So there's some more.
8 total.
Some more coming in?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, they had one in each box?
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, when transporting animals like birds and chickens, they put them all in one in each box. You can stack them in the box so that they're nice and cozy. And they actually travel really well like that because they don't slide around. And they got buddies to kind of cuddle with. Okay. Let's get back to this. Well, hi, Flynn. Oh, I'm falling behind here. You guys commented a bunch while we were getting the roosters out.
Okay, guys.
What?
When you're introducing new chickens or roosters or whatever birds, you want to make sure that your numbers are high enough that there's not one that you're introducing that is going to get picked on.
Tara, the mic's over here.
Oh. So if there was not 8 of them, they would be introduced single at a time. But because there's 8 of them, or over here, 8, they'll create their own little group and we'll get picked on.
Woo! It's coming. Very quick. What's that? Oh, wow. That was so good.
Little Andrew, look at you go.
So we got a bunch of names we have to remember?
Yeah, Mark, we got a bunch of names. Okay, so I
Okay. I'll leave that to you, Tara. You know how I am with names.
Okay, so let me know the name.
So we've got some of them named. So the brown one says, "There's little Andrew." This is my husband Andrew.
Yeah.
Very handsome bird.
Yeah.
And then the one, the white one that has like a really curled beak is Gonzo, like the Muppet.
Gonzo. That makes sense.
Muppet, that's
Yeah.
an easy one.
And then this big white one here is Randy. They look the same.
Randy
I
has
call them
better
both
style.
Randy.
Darker style.
And then this one was what, Rodney?
The rest will be
whatever you call it.
no, because it's funny. Little Andrew will probably remember.
There you go. You don't have to call it.
The rest will be like the
There's
better.
Kevin here. This is so nice.
Well, see, the roosters in the yard, I just call the band of bros.
Yes, bros.
There's just no hands that will fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go and they'll explore and then I'll feed them and they'll be like, oh, this is where we eat.
Yeah. That's such a pretty. Yeah, we had like a pretty big run. Was it Juniper? She's 4 years old. How did that go? 3.5 months? That's pretty good.
They look really good. Good for you. You're raising good chicken.
We've had a very, very happy life so
Large
far.
eggs, right?
Well, we ordered 2 breeds.
Yeah.
And we ended up with these. So, yeah, we didn't get what we asked for, but we love them all. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh, and they go all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they go all day. Especially little Andrew. I got them from Bert, but like we got them through
This is first year with the new people taking over. So
oh, that's why we got 10 interest. Oh, you also ordered 20 and you got 21.
they always do that.
Oh, okay. I thought
In case you lose one on the way,
oh, okay.
they'll throw in an extra one.
Yeah, we didn't end up losing any of them.
But you ended up with 8 roosters?
Yeah.
9? Kept one?
We had one person wanted to buy one of them. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We do adopt out when people lose their roosters or whatnot.
Okay.
They'll come and they'll pick and they'll adopt one out.
Aww.
Not very often, but
Yeah.
It's safe that I won't adopt a rooster.
yeah.
I'll adopt a goat or a sheep. Okay.
Yeah, we made a dog.
Well, yeah, but you can't have your sheep or goat in the city.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah, it's the next
so you'll just be a godmother.
So we might buy
It's not really adopting.
I know we do.
It's a
I've
godmother.
done your goat all the Oh, yeah. Yeah, we definitely want to.
Hey, Tiana.
Hi.
Say hi to the people. The microphone's right here.
I'll give ya.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys were all out here. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even know the lady showed up because the dog came bark.
Oh, the dog's barking.
So I didn't hear anything. So I was just sitting on the couch reading.
Yes.
And we thought, oh, we didn't want to do that for them, so.
Hey, honey, look, he just sold you the standard.
Right in the baby.
Yeah, no, there's, and you know, like, I mean, if you're raising chickens for meat, then, I mean, at least buy from country farmers. That's cool. But give them a place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because what are they normally, like 6 months?
Not even, yeah. Like they're past their usual.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, I know.
Oh, what's that? Oh, it's tape. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't need to eat that.
Oh, hello. Hi. I know we use your feet there.
What's that?
I like how they're all just together, hey?
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, no, we're in their world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in here, so they're saying, "What's in the box? Is there food in the box?"
Get rid of the box.
This one looks like they've just got the cut. No?
The alpacas just came in this summer.
They were sheared in July.
Oh, okay, so not just
June?
They look like they're just
Yeah. Well, and it's growing a little slower than what we hoped.
Oh, okay.
So we may have them inside. We may kind of keep them inside when it gets cold,
Yeah.
just to make sure they're warm.
Piper, you're okay. Oh, look at the curly hair, Piper.
Mom,
Yeah.
here, take this.
Look,
I saw.
there's no point putting it away. We're just
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
eat it.
that's it? Yeah.
We'll just put it in your pocket, unless you want me to take it.
But they're kind of in
So let's see here.
I put it high enough that I can sit in it.
Oh, there you go. Without her in
You
the
can
way
see me napping out here in my blanket.
What's the weirdest animal we've had, Tiana?
Test it. 220. Yes. That's Lucy? That's the
Raccoon?
Is Lucy? Is that Lucy? Oh.
I don't know what the weirdest animal is. Dylan's asking.
She's the world's smallest living adult goat.
Raccoon. Well, we had a raccoon in that was 4 to 5 weeks old, and so that was neat. We had a peregrine falcon with one wing that was found under the hydro lines, we call it hydro. Hydro's water. Our power company is called Manitoba Hydro. So when we say hydro company, we mean electric utility company. But it was found underneath the lines, the electrical lines. So we figured the peregrine falcon was coming out of a dive and clipped the wing off. So that went into a wildlife rescue. So yeah, there's a lot of.
Think of any other weird.
Barry's kind of weird. Donkeys, we've had donkeys.
And then teaches them to come and go. So she's the mom.
But probably Barry's the weirdest. I don't know. He's goofy.
Gerbils.
Rats. Yeah, gerbils. Yes, organic. What's that?
Chinchillas.
Yeah, chinchillas. Well, it depends on how you classify what weird is. Yes, popcorn seeds, organic seeds. Yeah. We're going to be starting a garden next year, or Tara is. She's got the bales of hay or bales of straw. She's going to do a straw garden. So we're going to put them out, and you have to, I guess, season them for the 6 months or 8 months before you actually plant in them. Hello, Atlas. Did you have Atlas out?
No. He was crowing.
Oh.
We opened the door and he was crowing.
I don't think Atlas was out here yet, but we'll have to. Why don't you go in and grab the little boys? We'll bring the little boys out. Atlas, Zeus, Apollo, Pegasus, maybe. Hi, Flynn, again. I think you already said hi once. I'm reading the same thing. Need your address so you can send popcorn seeds. There is an address. Well, just Google 10 Acre Woods, Manitoba. Or get a hold of Tara on Facebook. Message our Facebook page. And we can give you the address there, Nicole. And we'd be interested in that. We're always doing, in the spring we do what's called a seed swap. So Tara has a bunch of seeds that she has actually taken from the plants themselves. So they're not bought seeds. And she spent hours and hours bagging them up and labeling them. And then in the spring we have what's called a seed swap. So people come out and they swap seeds. Or if they don't have any seeds, they buy them for $1 a bag. Oh, you guys, what's going on? Okay, so yeah, Tiana went in. Nice, thanks. Yes. Yes, anything. We are in Canada. We are in just outside Winnipeg, Manitoba. And you can Google 10 Acre Woods and find out exactly where we are. 10 Acre Woods, Manitoba. So here's the boys here. So we have Atlas, Zeus, Apollo, and Pegasus.
Good job, Mark.
I know. I got them all right. And that's basically the thumbnail of last week's video. She had picked them up to bring them in, and I thought that was a cute. And somebody said in the comments of last video, they just said, "Don't hold your," and then they put an icon for a rooster like that. And I'm not really sure what that. I guess like this. There's no reason why you can't hold them like that. They're all cuddled and they're all cozy. And it just depends on how.
They've passed out sleeping like
you want to make sure. A lot of people get scared of birds or roosters, and you just have to be comfortable with them. And as long as they're comfortable and you're comfortable, they're happy. Oh, I lost my thing. There we go. So North Georgia Sanctuary says, "Hi, Tiana."
Hello.
I want to come, but I live in England. Well, I guess you're going to have to come to Canada, Dylan. But, you know, come on out and you know, when and if you do, you're always welcome here. Are you have eggs? We do have eggs. So we collect eggs every day, and they're multicolored eggs. So the different types of like Americana chickens, they'll produce a green, the greenish blue. The black Australorps, they're more of a brown, I think, are they not? So yeah, we don't have to color eggs at Easter time. So yes, we do have eggs, farm fresh eggs. We'll never go back. We actually had to buy some eggs at a store a few years ago, doing a bunch of baking, and we broke down and bought some, and it was just a sad time when we cracked that egg and saw that pale yellow yolk. Farm eggs are much better from chickens that you know what they're eating, and you know it's healthy, and they're getting proteins and not raised in a processing facility and being all stressed out. Yes, Nicole. Yeah, just get a hold of Tara. Will you tell her to get a hold of me because I got a lot of different seeds. Yes. Yeah, Nicole. So if you just send a message to our our Facebook page. I need some water from all this talking. Then yeah, Tara mainly mans that one. And then no, that would be wonderful. And we like sharing. So like sharing knowledge and sharing what we have here. Grow a lot, have a lot of seeds. Okay, wonderful. Well, and yeah, it's hey, bye boys. Yeah, so Tara's going to get into more of the gardening. It's just we haven't really had a lot of time with everything going on. She's kind of gone and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it this year," and then it kind of falls by the wayside. We want to also do an enclosure. Oh, a mint. Thank you. We want to do an enclosure for monarchs. So we did a few videos on monarchs and them coming out of the chrysalis and just their whole lifestyle or lifestyle, their life span. Thank you. And how everything goes. So this is time lapses on there on YouTube that I did of that. So that's pretty interesting. And then how to sex a monarch butterfly. So it's the boys that have the dots.
Yes, boys have the dots on their wings.
Yes, boys have the dots on the wings, on the back wings, bottom.
And also thinner lines. The females have the thicker lines and the darker color.
Okay, so thicker lines on the female, and darker the males color have the two dots on the bottom wings of the monarch. Okay, got it. Do free, grow a lot of seeds. Nicole's making a trip to Canada to come see us. Well, that's exciting. That is. We always like to see, get the other side of that. We welcome people who are, in this area or coming through Canada. We live basically. You travel the Trans-Canada Highway, which is the highway that heads coast to coast. Oh, he's flirting. Fernando's coming to flirt. And basically, you have to travel. When you travel down the Trans-Canada Highway, it's 20 minutes south of us is the Trans-Canada Highway. So it's just a little jaunt from there, and you're here. So yeah, no, you're welcome. It'd be exciting to see people that watch the videos and just visit, like these people that we had come in from Hamilton, Ontario, the Siva Life. So they're traveling coast to coast across Canada, and then I think they're going back through the U.S. And they've got all these farm sanctuaries and animal rescues that they're visiting. So they came in, they stayed the night here, which they were very grateful because it went down to like almost freezing last night, and they have a modified van that they They set up with a bed in it, and they've got all their stuff in there. So they're heading out towards Saskatchewan, and they're going to be staying in a campground just south of Regina, I think it is, and they're going to be camping there. So hopefully, it's there's no snow on the ground out there, and it's warm enough for them to they're not going to freeze at night. Sheldon. Yeah, Sheldon was out just a minute ago. You want to go grab Sheldon? Yeah. Well, some people are coming on and they're like, Sheldon. So, and you can always rewind the live stream. I think 30 minutes. But again, I will. This live stream will be. I'm planning on a couple hours, so basically another hour kind of thing. Because I want to be able to capture this. If you do longer live streams, you can't keep the video, so you kind of lose that. So from the spring, when we had the live stream that went on for like 3 weeks, I wasn't able to keep any of that footage because it just disappeared off the YouTube server. So that's one reason why I don't necessarily want to do. Of course, for the goats having their young, I'll do a live stream that way. Just because they're always on. There, so go walk up right there. Show the people Sheldon. Nicole, living in the city, is it okay for me to have chickens in the city? So yeah, Nicole, there is it's called the Chicken Underground, actually. And it's a group of people that do have chickens in the city. Now, you don't want to have a rooster, because, of course, roosters crow, and they crow all the time, and you don't need a rooster to have eggs. If you want to hatch the eggs, of course you do. But what you can do, and what I've heard a lot of stories, there is a big thing about growing your own food. So people are, going to their counselors and saying, I want to grow my own food, so I should be able to by having chickens. Now, it's more so a noise violation is the big concern. So having a rooster is going to crow, is going to disturb your neighbors. As long as you have a back shed, and this is what's happened before, people have a back shed and they have some hens in there. Now, they'll cluck a little bit, but it's your immediate neighbors you have to be concerned with. And what people have done is they've had some farm fresh eggs, and maybe once a week they'll give their neighbors a dozen eggs, just to kind of keep them happy and keep them quiet. And as long as it's clean and there's no smell and there's no noise, you're likely not going to have any kind of problem with that. But you should be able to Google search Chicken Underground. I think that's the movement. And there's a lot of stuff on there that you can learn about that. Add an ostrich. Well, there was ostrich farms out here. We were thinking about emu. Emu are very funny. They're similar to ostriches. And we went and visited a place out in Kelowna, BC, called the Kangaroo Creek. And they have kangaroos and wallaroos, which are wallabies and kangaroo crosses. Capybaras, sugar gliders. They've got all kinds of different things. And the emus were just hilarious. Like the young emus, they were super enjoyable just to watch. Just goofy birds. So we had thought about getting an emu or some emus. But, we want to kind of keep down the getting animals because we want them. We want to, we want to get an animal because they need somebody. So in going and buying animals, we want to kind of stay away from now. And, we started out just a hobby farm and getting some animals here and there. And just expanding it. But now it's kind of more about the animals and what they need. Okay, live in, how do you say that, Nicole? Altoona? No, it's Altoona. We have a place it gets confused with Enola. It's Altona. So Altona, Manitoba. is southern Manitoba, and some people will say, "Oh, you're from Altona." I said, "No, Enola." Hey Sheldon again, Nicole. I'm their new trip for me. I never visit Canada. Be my first time to Canada, and I'm seeing the waterfalls in Niagara Falls. Yeah, Niagara Falls is very nice. So the Horseshoe Falls in Canada, we've been there quite often, but we're probably about 20 to 24-hour drive away from Niagara Falls. Quite a ways away. Chickens, love Sheldon. How are the mini gods doing? So they are doing excellent. We just had them out. You can rewind the clip and watch them when Tiana brought them out. No, they're doing great. So we had the 3 Atlas. We got Pegasus afterwards. So it was Atlas, Zeus, and Apollo were the first 3 that we got, and then Pegasus, and that was from the same boy?
Yeah, so Pegasus was the second batch of babies that they had, and the other 3 were the first batch.
Yeah, so it's a little boy that was hatching out these Sarama roosters, or Sarama chickens, and he had a few extra roosters, so we took them in, and they go out to all the petting farms, so they're a big hit. They're the cutest little things. So let's do the chicken dance. So is that the chicken dance?
No, I knew what that was. But like, why are you doing
I think that's So we have what's called, and this was something that Nicole and Chris from the Siva Life, when they came in, I'm from Ontario, so I know that what we call social. So when we go to a social, it's basically a social event, and usually it's a fundraiser for, say, a wedding. Somebody's getting married, they have a social, and it's basically kind of like a reception, but it's before the wedding. And you can have socials for different occasions, for fundraisers and wedding socials, and of course, I don't think lately they play the chicken dance, but years ago I remember at these socials, there'd be always the chicken dance would come up, and everybody would kind of look like a fool up there, and silent auctions at socials. The more you drink, the better you think you are at dancing. That was me when I was younger. Tara can vouch for that. Love your channel. Thank you, Sean. Hello. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's it for there. So it looks like there's 20 people watching currently. So I will be ending this live stream probably in about 45 minutes or so. This is kind of a little teaser. And then as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I want to get better video quality. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to that. This feed, I think, is at 480 lines of resolution, and it goes into an old converter box that I had quite a few years ago. But I want to get a nice, crisp, clear image, and then of course the audio too. So I got this Rode microphone, but I think I'll have to do something with the audio, because there is a kind of a tinny kind of sound in it. But maybe if I get like a conference camera for boardrooms that have a wide 120-degree angle, it's got a really good quality mic in it as well. So maybe I'll just have to run my USB cable, which I have now capabilities of running USB 32 feet because of a special USB cable that I bought for that. So I'll be improving the live streams as I go, and maybe I'll just set up the camera someday and run it. And let things go. And then you can kind of log in and have a look at the animals and see what's happening. If it's a nice day, I'm sure it's going to get nice again before it gets worse. So maybe some sunny day next week, or the week after, or week after that. Maybe you'll see that 10 Acre Woods has gone live, and maybe I'll just have the camera out there just going and let you guys log in and listen to the serenity of the pond. I know the other day when I was doing some testing, I set the camera up and the microphone out there, and I went in and checked it out, and you could hear the waterfall and the fountain on the pond, and it sounded very nice. And of course, a lot of people that were logging on to the spring tour, or the spring goat live stream in the spring. The roosters and people would comment about how they just enjoyed the sound of the roosters. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, well, take care.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Lucy.
Enjoy.
Lucy, stay here. Lucy. Lucy.
She says, I'm going with them.
They don't beat up on them.
Yeah. So it looks like we got everybody, well, okay, as the alpacas leave. Chansey, that's Chansey, right?
Yep, that's Chansey. You got it right.
Well, see, I look at the tufts on the back, and then sometimes if she's looking straight on you, because her teeth were long, and she's got a little bit of a lopsided smile.
Well, and her hair kind of comes up and over. Barry's just goes over. Hers? Yeah.
And like down.
All right. So who else? What else? Yeah, no, that's good. I think who do we got? Bronwyn. Everybody's eating. Probably, I think so.
She's been running around over here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think they saw everybody. I should watch your bum there, buddy.
The pockets are going. Oh no. Okay.
They're coming in.
Really, Barry?
They're coming in. No, they're not coming in. Barry's chasing Chansey from him. He's a little too excited.
Barry, run. Yeah, come on in here, girl.
Come on in.
Come on in.
There you go. Oh, yes. Oh, nice.
Oh, and up.
Yeah.
Right out of the camera's view.
Oh, Barry. So he growls like that when he's excited. Oh, here we go. They're doing the Macarena.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Really?
I hope YouTube doesn't flag this video for inappropriate behavior. Yeah, Paula's like, yeah, I'm just gonna eat.
Yeah.
Barry, are we all hungry?
Yeah. Got a little excitement going on.
Right in the barn. Lexi? Oh, really? This is the mating ritual of the alpaca. Guess they like to clean barns.
Yeah. It's a little muddy outside.
So we're just going to stand and watch them, or what's the matter, Shanty? Privacy.
They have no privacy. There's 25 people watching. Night, Nicole. Yeah, just get a hold of Tara on Facebook. Nicole's going to send you some seeds.
Cool.
Yeah, Strawberry Garden.
Cool. Thank you.
Oh, hi, Sathis. I hope I'm saying your name right. Yeah. Tara needs her glasses.
You're way off now, buddy. Get off the ground. I was going to step on you because she went away.
Oh, break that.
Now he's just behind her, just growling.
So, Tara, I'm still going to put it up.
Oh, Barry.
He just headbutted him.
Oh, did he? He's so vocal.
What's the matter? What are you doing? You're far away.
I can't believe you guys are just standing there watching.
Well, you want us to turn around?
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Paula's like all his stuff.
Yeah. Paula's more of a spitter, I think, where Chansey isn't. So Paula tells him, tells him a little bit more.
Would they totally not already be pregnant?
Oh, I'm sure they probably are.
Yeah.
Mary, spitting is not sexy.
So maybe what we should do is do Barry later. Like plan on doing Barry later. Next week.
Yeah.
We're doing Marley, right? And that'll calm everybody down.
I don't think anything will come very down.
Well, he was calm before the girls came. You know,
Oh, yeah, totally.
He was just nice and calm, and then of course you bring the girls in, and
Well, don't blame the girls. Blame him.
I'm not blaming them.
Hey, Fernando is following the guineas outside.
What's that?
He's going after him.
He's chasing the guineas. Get away from me, you little minions. Tara has a lovely voice. Tara's always concerned. Well, everybody gets concerned of their voice on, you know, the playing it back, and they go, "Oh, I sound horrible." So there you go. You have a lovely
I
voice.
sound badly.
Thank
you.
How's Carl doing? So Carl's doing good, and that might be a
He's a
good
little shit.
time. Maybe we're going to be putting Carl back in this area and rearranging some of the animals probably in about a month, end of October, beginning of November, and you'll be able to see him. So yeah, I can do a little bit more live streaming on the
Put it this
weekend.
way. He's lucky I love him.
Carl? And Carl's kind of stinky. You know, when you walk over in that area, you can smell his musk. You know, but I guess the ladies like that. The girls don't smell at all. We actually had
Seriously,
somebody.
look at these guys. They're all eating over top of berries.
No, tried to climb them
Move
together.
over that hay bale.
What hay bale?
The females actually smell good. We had somebody in the other day that petting them, and then she smelled. She says, "Oh, they actually smell nice." And I said, "Yeah, it's just Carl you don't want to smell because he's kind of stinky." Oh, poor Barry.
Oh, Barry, give it up. Oh, Paula says she can see us.
Oh, hi, Paula.
Paula!
Yes, Paula.
So Paula is the third Ganty, which is a goat Ganty, we call them. And, of course, the three of them we've named the alpacas. So that's Paula, and Paula can see us.
Petunia!
Poor Lucy.
Don't start for her to go in.
No, well, stay outside. She's fine.
Yeah,
They
look
do
at
that.
Yeah, you guys missed that because then she goes to headbutt Patty.
Oh. They all have their own little quirks, right, Hannibal?
Barry!
Barry. Barry.
Well, Paula's got like a foot-long piece of straw hanging out of her mouth.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think Barry's room is over here. Oh, Barry.
Oh, she's crying.
What's that? She's crying? Oh.
I can hear her.
Why are you crying? What's the matter, Paula?
Hey, Barry, you're in front of the feeder. He doesn't care.
Gently. Here, for me.
Barry, it's not great to whine. Girls don't want to hear you whining, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh.
Oh my God!
He was interested in the recording of himself. He's like, oh, who's that guy? Is he competition?
I'm very confused.
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
No, Barry is not fixed. He is intact. But we're getting fixed on Friday, and then I was just mentioning to Tara that we should fix him as well. We're planning on having a couple. They're called crias, so baby alpacas, and that will likely happen in June because I think they're already pregnant. Plus, they were with Marley, which we thought was a girl, but we didn't have 3 girls. We had 2 girls and a boy. So we'll likely get him fixed to hopefully calm him down. Marley's up front because Barry and him have this rivalry going. We talked to the vet about it, and he said, well, it was good that you separated the boys, because if you keep them together and they're fighting for a longer period of time, that hate for each other will grow and won't go away even if they are fixed. Okay. Oh, bud.
Let's push it further and further away from her.
Have we ever had any llamas? Yes. So these are alpacas. Llamas. If you go back, there's a video I think I did last year called "The History of the 10-Acre Woods," and I believe you'll see in there is a llama called Big Mama. So when Big Mama came in, she was part of basically our first rescue. The big one that we did, 2003-ish, somewhere around that neighborhood. Tara's sister lives in Kenora, Ontario, and there was an old guy that had a little hobby farm that passed away, and so the animals couldn't go anywhere, so Tara's sister contacted Tara and said, there's some animals here. You've got a little farm. Do you want them? They got nowhere to go. So we said, yeah, we'll pay for the freight to ship them in from Kenora, which is about 2 hours away. And so that following week, a semi pulled up. Okay, guys. Maybe the barn's not big enough. Maybe we need it bigger. So a semi pulled up, and we had Big Mama the alpaca. We had a large. I think it was a. I thought it was a Jersey cow, but Jerseys I think are smaller. It was a large cow, extremely friendly, but these huge horns, which kind of posed a danger because if she went back to get a fly, she would be right there with you. So you had to really watch those antlers. Some goats, some pigs, and we had a whole bunch of animals that came in. So there's a little spot that I did. I think it's that under that history of the 10-acre woods, which goes through and shows the first animal building we built, the rabbit hutch and the chicken coop, and how we had to build another rabbit hutch because we had boys and girls. Barry's doing a little gyration here.
Well, he's not running away from me as I pet him.
Oh, because you can pet him, yeah. He's distracted, so now you can pet Barry, which you usually can't.
He's soft.
He's soft. He's never been pet before. So yeah, we have, and the two of them, we actually rehomed the llama with the cow, and it was a very interesting story. It was a guy had moved to Canada from China, and his dream was to move to Canada and to buy an acreage for his family and to have some animals to enjoy. And of course, in China, real estate is at a premium. You just, to have a large farm is tough to do. So he actually bought a property just about 20 minutes, half an hour north of us.
She touched his head.
Yeah, I saw that. And so he started. He brought his family over, and he had a little farm going. So worked out well. There you go. Get your pet in now while you can, because it likely won't happen for a while. Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. Are we going to film the birds? Yeah, so if you look back, Gabby, if in the videos I've done in the spring, so we did the live stream, and then I've got a video of filming the birth of, it was just funny, filming the birth of each one, Snow, Blackie, and Patches. So I did an individual video for each one of those. So yeah, that's my ultimate goal. What I did, because I'm not, I have to go to work, and Tara's not all up on the filming portion of it. I set up my GoPro and did a GoPro footage that I could, pull from. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to do a video of alpaca birth, cria birth, and our goats in the spring. Llamas and alpacas, the same family. Just asking. Yeah, alpacas. They are. Llamas are basically a foot taller. From our experience, llamas spit more, or the ones we have had are more. But they're essentially they're from the camel family, as far as I'm concerned. And we've actually had a few people from overseas that have said, "Are those camels?" But yeah, from my understanding, the alpaca and the llama are from the camel family. They're native to basically Chile, that region anyway. So of course, camels are more so to I guess Africa region. So they're the Western camels with no hump. They don't. Maybe they're lost their hump in evolution because they don't need to store the water. Carl and Don, you're here. So as I was mentioning before, you can go back in the video about half an hour, or you can continue to watch the live stream. I will then repost this as its own video. So you can just continue watching and then watch the beginning of it later if you should choose. What is the temperature there? Rain off and on and so. Yeah, so right now it's not really raining now, but it's kind of, been off and on. We were watching some posts on Facebook how it was snowing in multiple regions in the area. Basically everywhere around us got snow of some sort. So we didn't get the snow. We are just above freezing. I think right now.
Tara's ready for hot toddy and go to.
Yeah, get a coffee and kind of warm up a little bit would be good.
What time is it?
It is 2:30. So right now it's 5 degrees Celsius. It feels like 1. So yeah, the hands getting a little chilly.
I'm hot.
Are you hot? Well, you're bundled up.
No, like I'm hot. Like.
Okay. Bye, guys. I'm gonna go inside. We gotta get some stuff together for the bingo bowl.
Yes. So the bingo bowl, that's October
13th.
October 13th. So we have a bingo bowl. The ladies are organizing, so a fundraiser for the farm. So that's going to be
bowling bingo team together. And prizes are amazing, and it takes place at Dakota Bowling Lanes in the city.
Yeah. So if any of you out there in Brussels or Pennsylvania or wherever you are want to come out and do some bingo bowling, so 5 degrees. So we didn't get any snow, but it's getting close. Usually, as I mentioned earlier, any snow that falls or is on the ground at the end of October 31st, you can almost guarantee it's going to stay. Keep your snow. We don't have any snow, Nicole. But everybody else can keep their snow. For sure. What are you doing taking?
What?
Oh, now you're making me cold. 3:30 p.m. here in Pennsylvania. Yes, 2:30, I think. Yeah, so you're an hour difference. We're Central Standard Time. It's so hot here in Arizona. Don't even know what cold and snow is. Yeah, we have a lot of Canadians that go down to Arizona. Of course, they're known as snowbirds. So they come back home for the summertime, and then they head off and to their winter home in Arizona. That's where Tara's parents go. So they've got a cabin in Kenora, Ontario, and then they head down when it gets cold to where are they? They're in Yuma, Arizona. Yeah. So, yes, many snowbirds. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go get a coffee.
Yeah?
Do you want to take over?
I don't know.
Tiana's shy. It's just a camera. That's all it is. It's just a camera there. You're just talking to nobody. So I'm going to go in and get a coffee. They can just watch if they want, if you don't want it. You can just hang out and show the camera different animals. My boss keeps on texting me. She says, "For Monday, do this. For Monday, do this." She's basically getting it off her plate and texting it to me. In Yuma, Gabby, I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Oh my God, that's where I live. Where are those? Oh, hi guys, I guess is what you're saying.
I saw them outside.
It's just
earlier.
H-I guys. Hi and guys. I think they're outside, the Muscovy ducks. I was also thinking about doing because a lot of you say, do one on the goats and do one on the sheep. Do a video on the ducks. So what I'm planning on doing is I'll devote certain videos to a certain animal. So sheep, and then I'll go over about the sheep and get as much history as I can. This year's Turbo, and he came in. He was a little bottle baby because he was a failure to thrive in the field. And the tail's being cropped off. I had somebody comment about, I hope you don't chop their tails off. Well, it's a health issue. We as humans have genetically modified animals. This is an Arcot sheep, which is a mixture of a few different types of sheep. And, us as humans, we breed sheep and cross them so that we get a better benefit. They grow faster, they have better wool, and all this good stuff. But the tail needs to be cropped for health reasons, because what can happen is they can get matting underneath their tail, which can cause health concerns with flies and just disgusting things. So it does get cropped off. It's done when they're young, when they're lambs, and essentially it's elastic band that just goes on the back, just cuts blood circulation off, and it falls off. They don't feel any discomfort when you put it on them. They don't, they don't try to get it off. They don't know any difference.
It's the tail.
Yeah.
It's like if your leg goes asleep and then just falls off and it never wakes up again.
Yeah. If you put it on a dog's tail, I know they go snaky. So I think the dog's tail,
it's because their spine's in it.
Yeah, because their spine it's kind of an extension of their spine, where it's just
so that's
a
their
different
balance piece.
And when some people, I guess you do something and then some people judge you before they do any research. So whenever I get information out there and whenever we do things, I always research it and find out, why, I ask the question why. Why do you do it? So I'm learning, and I'm able to pass that information along to you as well. Now, the haired sheep, which Bronwyn is a cross, a Dorper cross. Now she has some wool on the top of her back, and then she's haired down on the bottom. And she actually has a longer tail. Now it's not a health concern with haired sheep. What are they doing?
I wanted to grab him.
Oh, you're trying to grab him.
No, but he was freaking out and running along.
It's not a concern with haired sheep, but it is with woolly sheep. So, but anyway, getting back to that, I just wanted to do an episode, a video on all the different animals going forward. And maybe that would be kind of a winter project. Come out. Videos are so hard to do in the wintertime because you're not outside. And it's so cold. Nobody wants to be outside. You got to bundle up. Last year, I think I did we tried to build an igloo, and then it warmed up above zero, and the thing started to melt and sag, and
it was all ice.
I had no help. Nobody wanted to stay outside with me.
Hey, we did a day of it, but then it just that next day it was all ice.
Yeah.
So we're like,
well, everybody wanted to go in. Jerry was here and Haley, and you guys were cold, and it was like, okay, we're done. We got that far, but it was a neat
stuff with snow.
So anyway, hi guys. We got distracted. Hi guys are they outside?
They're napping.
They're napping. So they're probably by the pond with the geese, right?
Yeah, they're like in between the top mini pond and the bottom pond.
And they're see if you look, it's all the waterfowl are outside because of course it's drizzling, and they don't mind it at all. And everybody else is kind of in here feeding. Oh, that's Tara.
What?
Hi, hon. Can you and Tiana bring in the keychain display unit, please, when you come?
Keychain display unit.
Oh, I bet you it's the one with the lanyards on it.
Oh,
if she's watching, she's probably going, yes, that's it. Actually, I'm going to come in, and get a coffee. I'm going to go ahead and get a coffee. So, hello, Tiana.
Hello.
All right. Okay, I'm going to go get a coffee while there's no, yes. Yes, that's it. Okay, I'm going to go in and get a coffee and take in the keychain folder for Tara. and I'll be back out. So just enjoy looking at the random animals. And are you coming in with me, or are you coming in? Now, when walking past these guys, I try to do it as gently as possible so I don't startle them. Okay, we'll be back. Or I'll be back. No, don't move on my account. I want to go over here. No, I have nothing patches. Coffee. You don't need coffee. I try not to disturb them too much. I want to go over there, Chansey. Okay, I'll go this way. I'll disturb the pigs. Hi, Petey. Hi, Petey. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I'll, it's about almost 10 to 3. It's just past 10 to 3, 8 to 3. So I'll call this an episode in about 10 minutes. And then, yeah, I will look at doing other live streams for sure. Maybe I'll do one a month or something to that effect and do different stuff. I want to look at definitely upgrading the camera equipment and doing something with the sound. You can see 2 roosters here are arguing. And, okay, so this one's the winner on this side here. So what are you guys... Don't spit. Just eat beside each other. Barry, go to the other one. He just loves his girls. He wants to be as close as he can. Oh, we have... See, and he's crowing. And usually that's what sparks an argument or a fight. So you've got that one crowing out there, and this one crowing. When one crows, the other one sees him as the alpha. So he'll go on, and if he's up to it, he'll go and fight him and try to take over that position. And you'll sometimes see one rooster crow, and then another one in the area says, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he'll start to go towards him, or he'll crow, and the other one, and then it just goes back and forth. But usually it doesn't last long. They can commingle. It's just you have to make sure you watch them when you put new ones in, which we've been out here with them. Okay, I get it. You're the boss. Just going back and forth. Super Marco, Italian. I'm assuming you're from Italy, Marco. was it? Yeah. So the acreage here, Rob. The acreage was vacant. It was back in '97. We were looking for. We knew we wanted some land, and we wanted some land. We live on the edge of the prairies, essentially. Everything, Highway 12, which is 4 kilometers east of us, towards the city of Winnipeg, is almost that dividing line in Manitoba from the prairies to the forests of northwestern Ontario. And you can actually see that when you drive south. You can actually see the tree line. So we were looking for something in this area or just north of the city where there's treed-in areas there. And we were looking for a few years. We had a number of realtors looking. And this property came up on the market, and we came out and we had a look at it before, well, actually just before it came on the market, because we had an inn. And it was just, all trees. So it was a guy who purchased the property, and then he decided not to build here, probably because what we found afterwards, it flooded. So that's why we put the pond in and the diversion for the water. So the water comes in the back and now flows out the edge of our property instead of through our property. So he decided not to build and to build in the city. So his father bought the property from him so his son could get the money and build in the city. And his father would come out. There was just a shed out here. That was it. And he would come out on weekends and he would mow. I guess relaxing to mow. Some people like mowing. So when we got here, he had just finished, and there was the fresh smell of mowed grass and trails that went through the property. And then there were little bird houses hung along the trees. So it was, as soon as we saw this, we thought, well, this is what we want. But no, there was nothing on here. Sometime years and years, decades ago, there was obviously something that went on here, because we did find some debris, some ruins in the back corner of the property, which is currently not part of their enclosure, just because we hadn't really, we don't know what's in there. It looks like there could be some metal and some stuff, and we just haven't got around to cleaning that up yet. So, it was completely vacant, and we cleared it for a few years until we got enough room to put the mobile home in, the trailer, in 2001. And then, of course, when we had our trailer here in 2001, we had flooding occur that summer, and we essentially had a houseboat. So there is some footage about that, again, in that video I discussed earlier about the history of the 10-acre woods. So you can watch that, and you can see how high the water was at that time. It scared us, we buy it's your new home, and then you see you've got flooding, and you're like, oh, what did we do? But putting in that diversion worked well, and then of course this year we lined that pond, because in the last year, the last 12 months has been so dry, no snow in the winter, very little rain last year, very little rain this year, until only a few weeks ago when we started getting all this rain. So now the pond's full, and it still works as a drainage system because of the conduit we have on the one end. When we got all this rain, we kind of saw how it overflows and how it's working, and it looks like it's going to work out good. So, right, guys? So, I think that's probably about it then, unless there's any other questions. It's like 2 minutes to 3. Again, you can watch this video. Give me a couple hours. I think YouTube takes a little bit of time to process it, but then I'll clean it up and put it up as kind of a regular video, and you can watch the whole thing. Or for those of you that are sleeping or working, you can, because I know there was a few people that said, are you going to post it as a video after it's done? So I'll do that. And again, I'll continue to do this live stream. Like I said, maybe once a month, and go from there. So, right, guys, you guys want to say goodbye? how he does anyway. Yeah, Hannibal. He's still got a little bit of cough once in a while, but he's. And we were a little concerned with him when he first came in. He almost seemed like he was on his deathbed, and we were like, "Oh, are we just getting Hannibal in to die?" But no, he's really come around, and he's getting better, right, buddy? Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next weekend. I'll likely do the farm tour. I'm hoping it's going to be nice. It's going to be sunny. Right, Paula? What? You want to say something? Okay, take care and have a wonderful week. We'll see you next weekend. Bye-bye.